They said electric vehicles were destined to remain expensive. They said affordability was years away. But in a move that has blindsided the entire automotive world, Toyota has launched a fully electric SUV at a jaw-dropping price point some are calling impossible. What makes this so compelling is that Toyota, the very company long accused of dragging its feet on EVs, has suddenly flipped the script. Now, rumors are swirling that they're willing to sacrifice profit to reclaim global market dominance. Could this be the biggest gamble in Toyota's storied history? Or is it the smartest move we've seen in decades? In this video, we're uncovering every shocking detail behind Toyota's newly unveiled electric SUV, diving into its performance, design, and most importantly, its stunningly low price. We'll also explore how competitors like Tesla, BYD, and Volkswagen are forced to respond, and whether Toyota's strategy could reshape the EV industry forever. For years, Toyota was the champion of hybrid technology with its iconic Prius. While that was groundbreaking 2 decades ago, the EV market changed faster than anyone imagined. Tesla burst onto the scene with futuristic designs and exhilarating performance. Chinese automakers like BYD capitalized on massive domestic demand, churning out electric models at breakneck speed. Meanwhile, Toyota hesitated. Insiders whispered that top executives doubted whether pure electric vehicles could be profitable. Their focus was on proven hybrid sales and pioneering hydrogen fuel cell technology, a bet they believed would pay off. But the tide shifted. China implemented aggressive EV sales targets and offered generous incentives to homegrown brands. Tesla ramped up production in Shanghai, capturing Chinese consumers hungry for flashy, tech-forward cars. Suddenly, Toyota's typically loyal customer base began to stray, gravitating toward electric alternatives that were cooler and greener. Industry analysts said Toyota risked losing its global lead if it didn't move fast. Some rumors suggested Toyota's own shareholders started questioning the wisdom of ignoring pure electrics for so long. That pressure turned into a pivot. Toyota announced a renewed commitment to battery-powered vehicles, yet few anticipated they would launch something this shockingly inexpensive. The automotive titan, known for conservative strategies and reliability, is now stepping onto the field with an all-in approach, deliberately pricing its new electric SUV so far below most EVs that many suspect Toyota is absorbing enormous losses just to reestablish itself. Meet the model that's sparking controversy across the EV world. Often referred to in media reports as part of Toyota's Beyond Zero lineup, it arrives with a price tag so low, around $13,000 to $15,000, depending on regional currency conversions, that industry watchers can't decide if it's brilliant or reckless. Why would Toyota do this? The short answer is market share. The long answer? Toyota wants to prove it can dominate the EV game by making electric cars accessible to millions of buyers who otherwise couldn't afford a Tesla or a BYD. The speculation goes even deeper. Multiple sources claim Toyota is selling this model at a loss in China, one of the largest and most competitive EV markets, in order to scale up quickly. If they manage to flood the roads with budget-friendly electrics, they could recoup losses down the line through manufacturing efficiencies and brand loyalty. After all, once people trust Toyota's EV reliability, they might not return to more expensive alternatives. But is Toyota sacrificing too much just to bait new buyers? That's the question on everyone's lips. Car enthusiasts are already calling this SUV the biggest disruptor in the electric segment since Tesla's original Model S. Except, instead of targeting luxury-minded consumers, Toyota is laser-focused on everyday drivers who previously saw EVs as out of reach. A low price often comes at the expense of performance, right? Not this time. Under the hood, under the floor, lies a battery pack developed in tandem with GAC, a powerhouse in China's automotive scene. These packs typically rely on lithium iron phosphate chemistry. E-batteries are known for safety, longevity, and cost effectiveness, even if they don't always match the raw energy density of top-tier lithium-ion cells. Still, Toyota's base version is reportedly delivering well over 200 miles of real-world range, with some rumor mills suggesting an option that pushes closer to 300 miles. Horsepower hovers around the 200 mark for the standard motor configuration, enough to zip from 0 to 60 in under 8 seconds. It's not going to beat a Tesla Model Y off the line, but it's no slug either. Drivers looking for a spirited daily commute won't be disappointed. What's more intriguing are the stories around Toyota's supply chain. Partnering with GAC gave Toyota access to advanced manufacturing techniques that lower costs without sacrificing reliability. GAC has been a significant player in China's EV revolution, honing production methods that squeeze every last penny out of the assembly process. For Toyota, this means it can lean on GAC's expertise to cut corners in places that won't hurt quality, like advanced stamping for body panels or more standardized modular components. All of these behind-the-scenes moves result in an unexpectedly refined ride at an unreal price point. Yet, Toyota's haters say there's a catch. Cutting upfront costs might mean potential compromises in software development or advanced driver assist updates. Others worry that these batteries, while robust, might not be as efficient in cold climates, calling into question how well this SUV might fare outside of temperate regions. Toyota hasn't said much on that front, fueling speculation about how universal this model's appeal can be. You might expect a $13,000 electric SUV to have the interior of an economy subcompact from 15 years ago. Crude plastics, minimal electronics, no frills. Surprise! Toyota seems determined to upend that notion. Early previews indicate a spacious cabin that mirrors the brand's typical ergonomic layout, but with a futuristic twist. The central touchscreen is massive, commanding your attention from the moment you slip behind the wheel. This crisp display anchors an infotainment system rumored to have AI-driven voice commands, advanced navigation, and over-the-air update capabilities. But that's not all. Toyota loaded this SUV with driver assist features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, and automatic emergency braking, functions more often associated with cars twice the price. Industry gossip suggests Toyota tapped into powerful processors similar to those used by Tesla for autopilot-like features. In a budget SUV, that alone is fueling intense excitement. The seats are described as supportive, and some higher trims may even sport partial leather or synthetic leather that feels upscale to the touch. Rear seating gets its own air vents and USB ports, so families don't have to argue over limited charging resources. LED ambient lighting sets the mood. Even the stereo system, possibly co-developed with an established audio brand, outperforms expectations for a vehicle in this cost bracket. Critics question whether Toyota can sustain this balance. They argue that either the manufacturing quality or the longevity of the tech might suffer. Are these fancy features built to last? Or will Toyota quietly remove certain premium touches from later production batches to cut costs? Only time will tell, but for now, the cabin experience is generating more praise than skepticism. Toyota has just changed the rules of the EV game in one swift stroke. A massive automaker once criticized for lagging behind in fully electric vehicles now stands at the forefront of an all-out EV price revolution. They've released a remarkably capable SUV at an almost unbelievable price, sending shockwaves through boardrooms in Palo Alto, Wolfsburg, and Shenzhen. Still, the biggest questions remain. Can Toyota sustain a strategy where it undercuts nearly everyone else? Or will it have to hike prices once it's captured enough market share? Will Tesla and BYD respond by dropping their own prices, igniting a worldwide EV price war that slashes margins for everyone? And is there a risk that Toyota's quest for affordability might compromise the legendary quality that built its name? For now, one thing is certain, the EV landscape will never be the same. Toyota's bold move could propel electric vehicles from a premium niche to the default choice for everyday drivers around the globe. Love it or hate it, this new SUV is proof that the era of budget-friendly EVs is here, and it has the entire industry scrambling. But what about you? Does the thought of a sub-15,000 electric SUV, backed by Toyota's reputation, make you want to trade in your gas-powered ride? Are you skeptical about the quality at that price? Or do you see this as the long-awaited sign that EVs are finally ready for the mainstream? Let us know your take, and keep watching the market, because this story is only just beginning. When you see headlines about a massive EV price war, or watch Tesla roll out discounts in your region, remember, it all might have started with Toyota's most daring move yet. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Toyota's newly launched electric SUV. The road ahead promises fast-paced change, dramatic competition, and possibly the most exciting chapter in automotive history. Strap in, because if Toyota can pull off this gamble, we may soon look back at the days of sky-high EV prices as a distant memory. The race for mass electric adoption has officially taken off, and Toyota just might be in the driver's seat.